Wondering why your Ring Doorbell is showing a white light? Is it something that you need to be worried about? Well, you've definitely come to the right place. So stick around till the end, as I'll be going over each and every white light pattern that a Ring Doorbell indicates, significance, and any fixes if necessary. But first, let me get this clear. A white light is simply indicating the status of your doorbell, and there's absolutely nothing that you need to be worried about. The second generation video doorbell that I have here houses 4 LEDs placed in a circular ring. Ring doorbells utilize these lights to communicate its status to the end user. And depending on the camera model, these status indications can vary. A white light is used by Ring doorbells to show details relating to setting up the device. I'll be detailing all the white indications that my second generation video doorbell shows me, and no worries, these are reflective across all Ring doorbell models. This is probably the first instance where you first encounter a white light from your Ring doorbell. During the setup phase, spinning white lights on your Ring doorbell indicate that the doorbell is in setup mode and is ready to pair with your Ring account. You'll notice spinning lights in the following scenarios: if you're setting up your device for the first time, if you had factory reset your camera, or if your doorbell is disconnected from its saved network. In both the former cases, just finish with the setup and you should be good to go. White light circling when your doorbell is disconnected is less frequent, and you should be getting your device back to normal if you connect to that particular saved network. Make sure that your doorbell is placed in a location with enough coverage from your Wi-Fi. If not, try moving your Wi-Fi router as close to your doorbell as possible. The goal should be to have the least amount of obstacles and distance between your Wi-Fi router and your doorbell. Next, you'll have to connect to your saved Wi-Fi network. Your Ring doorbell does not automatically connect to the same Wi-Fi network as your phone. The saved network here means the network that you used to first set up your Ring doorbell. If you have recently changed your Wi-Fi password or want to change the saved network on your Ring doorbell, head over to the Device tab and select your doorbell from the list of devices. Then select Device Health. Now navigate to the Change Network tile and follow the on-screen steps to change the network. If it's the top LED of your Ring doorbell that's flashing white, then your doorbell is trying to tell you that the password that you have entered is incorrect. Like the status mentions, this usually happens when you're trying to set up your device for the very first time. Here, I recommend that you connect specifically to a 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network. Now, I know that the Doorbell Plus and the Doorbell Elite both support a 5 GHz Wi-Fi network, but I would still recommend that you stick to a traditional 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network, since it offers better coverage as well as sufficient enough speeds for the proper operation of your doorbell. If you're facing troubles connecting to your Wi-Fi network, then you might want to consider power cycling your internet router. By power cycling your router, you get to refresh the internal components of your router and make sure that the signal emitted from your router is refreshed. All you need to do is unplug your router from its power supply and plug it back in after a minute. Now, if the right LED on your Ring doorbell flashes white, it indicates that your phone has failed to connect to the temporary Wi-Fi network hosted by your Ring doorbell. This, like any other white light scenarios on your Ring doorbell, is a setup related issue. You see, during setup, your Ring doorbell hosts its own Wi-Fi network specifically to connect to your phone to gather the list of all Wi-Fi networks in the proximity of your phone. Once connected, you can select your home network from the list of Wi-Fi networks curated by your phone, and your doorbell saves that particular network information and disconnects its temporary network. After successful pairing, your doorbell utilizes the saved home network information and connects specifically to that saved home network every time it's in range. But if this temporary Wi-Fi network hosted by your doorbell does not connect to your phone, then your doorbell can't gather the list of Wi-Fi networks in the proximity of your phone and your setup gets halted. So, if your doorbell is flashing a white light on the right, reset your camera. In performing a factory reset, you get to revert all the system settings of your doorbell and potentially get rid of any bugs and errors that might have cropped up. To perform a factory reset on your Ring doorbell, unscrew and remove its back panel to reveal its orange reset reset button. Press and hold this button to initiate the reset process till the white lights start spinning again. If your setup gets interrupted due to any other reason, then the lights on the left will flash white. Just redo the setup process in case something like this happens. If you have your doorbell connected to power always, or if you have a wired doorbell, it should show a white light indicating that the device is idle. It just shows the common status of your doorbell and there's nothing to worry about. White lights flashing on and off is indicative of a state where your doorbell is undergoing a firmware update. Again, this is something that I recommend you give your doorbell time and see it rectify itself. But if you find it taking too much time, just reset your camera and start over again. And with that, I believe that I've touched on and detailed every scenario where your Ring doorbell lights up white. If you found this video useful, do comment your thoughts below, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more Ring content like this.